What's happening, guys? It's Sunday and we are not at the Hack and Pack shop. I know I haven't done a video in a little while, guys. I've been super busy. And as for the Jaguar, I really haven't done anything else with the ABS on it. I've just not had time to work on my own stuff. This scape here, I redid the strut tower in the back. This is actually one of my own. I'm going to sell it. Okay. For all-wheel drive, it's got a ton of miles, but God, the thing just runs. It runs good. Body's not so bad on it for a New York vehicle. Anyway, got to put a little air in that back tire. The Doodle Dumper, got to put another motor in it. So hopefully we'll get to do that sometime soon. Okay. I actually want to put like a 14 horse or something on it. Something to make that thing just badass. Boat, we're probably going to winterize it. Maybe we'll do a video on how to winterize a boat. Son of a bitch. Alright, drones. I have been into these stinking drones. Alright, we have one that crashed in the ocean. It's kind of all ripped apart. Some of you guys got these DJI Phantoms. You've not seen the Gutsa one yet. Here's the Gutsa one. This is a first version. Alright, it's got the NASA Lite GPS in it. Alright, this thing's pretty much toast. I know, let's see, I got the green tape on this one. I know this motor board, this control board is bad on it. It's going to need, God, 3 motors. I think this is the only good one. All the rest of these just seem to bind a little bit. But as what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to run some tests, see what's good on this thing. It's going to be strictly for parts. Alright, this is the controller for it. The controller itself don't even boot up. Alright, so this whole one is junk. This just happens to be a remote that I acquired for a Phantom 2. It's got the gimbal control on the back of it. Alright, brand new. God, just wheeling and dealing. This is my personal Phantom here. This is the one that I got used from a buddy of mine just about exactly a month ago to the day. What is the date today? It's 10/5, so alright, 29 days ago I got this sucker. Crashed it a couple times. I'm actually recalibrating everything on it now. I'm using the NASA program to redo that. Alright, because these things actually have a GPS unit in them. This is part of your controller / GPS. And then right here, this is the actual, underneath this thing here. Take this off of here. Ooh, dropping stuff. Son of a bitch. I really shouldn't even be touching this bench right now. But underneath there, that's your actual GPS, okay? And a lot of these machines, when they crash, it'll knock this thing out of whack, alright? So I'm going to try to clean up this GPS. This is the one that happened to have come out of the ocean. It didn't look so bad, but who the heck knows? I got a charger ripped apart here. It's not working right. It's going from the charge status to 2-cell, which a lot of times they say that's because there's a short in this board. Alright, this one's going from charge status to 1-cell. No clue what's up with this one. So I've got one charger. Actually, this is the good one. That one's junk. That one's junk. Of course, go figure, right? Alright, so anyway, this one got crashed. And it looks like this son of a bitch is done, which is definitely a good thing. I've just been adjusting all of my settings for this machine. You can do most of this via computer, guys. You can actually do a motor test. Here, we'll do that real quick. Alright, we're going to click motor test. You should not do this with, man, that damn cats just annoy me. You shouldn't do this with the props on it, but the thing isn't going to fly away, okay? I mean, there's nothing in the way of these props. So we'll just go ahead and hit the agree. And then you can actually test. Alright, I don't know if you could see my cursor or not. But you can test each motor to make sure they're working off of this program, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of things you can do with it. So any of you guys that have one of these machines, it'd be a good idea just to plug the thing in and you know, make sure everything's legit with it. Like I said, this one sustained a pretty good crash the other day. I'm not going to say who was flying it because I promised him that I would not tell. but let's just say the apple don't fall far from the tree, and I would be the apple. Son of a bitch. But I had to put a couple blade guards on it. The props, where are the props? I don't know, there's some quite mangled up props somewhere. A little kitten. You guys want a kitten? Got two of these little, I call them shittens. Oh yeah, so anyway, this is, yeah, the result of our last crash. Yeah. Busted up some props pretty good. Of course, the carbon fiber ones. Oh, son of a bitch. Alright. And then this one here, I acquired, that did not work at all. You plug it in, and just the light was going all stupid on it. I got the thing going, got it calibrated. I had to put a board in it. I put these, it's got the 8-inch props on it, 8-inch prop guards. I painted the front two red. Alright, because this one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it's a legit Phantom. The thing actually runs excellent. The controller, everything's great. Unfortunately, I did get a charger with it that's no good. Didn't get a battery with it. But hey, you know, it is what it is. I got a battery here that is not charging, and if you look at it, it's starting to look a little puffy. And that's why I got the green tape over the plug. Alright. So we're not going to use this battery anymore. It's not taking a correct charge. Alright, and right here, this is a good recommendation for you guys that want to really mess around with these things. This little metal box, hopefully I can open this one-handed here. And it looks like maybe not. Hang on. There we go. This little box is my little, we'll say, in-the-field box. Keep spare batteries in here. Alright, this little battery was... It's called a Giant Power 2800 milliamp. It seems to work really good. I get probably 11 to 12 minutes with this battery, which isn't bad. The stock batteries with the camera and stuff on them only seem to be getting 8 to 10. Alright, got my spare props here. It's always good to have some spare ones kicking around. You want to make sure they're all matching DJI because they do make a lot of aftermarket props. And it's good to have a metal container because if one of these LiPo batteries do explode, it's going to just basically burn everything inside of the box. And they say there is a problem with these batteries. They can explode and cause a very major fire. So it's a good idea to have one of these metal boxes. Alright. Definitely to keep your batteries in. I just happen to keep all my doodads in it. Got my little wrench in here for the props. But you really don't need it. Alright, now, this particular, I don't know exactly what version Phantom this is. It's got to be at least a 1.1.1 because it does have dual antennas on it. Alright, it's got two antennas on it. But this has got the NASA 2 system in it. And it also has gimbal control, which is very rare for a Phantom 1. From what I've understood. So it's kind of nice because it's almost like I have a Phantom 2 and a Phantom 1 package. And as what's nice about those, the Phantom 2s, the batteries are 100 and something a piece. They're like 129 to 140 roughly a piece. These batteries, 25 bucks all day long for original DJI Phantom batteries. So I would rather have a Phantom 1 and have 5 batteries than a Phantom 2 and only have 2 batteries. Granted, the Phantom 2 has a longer range, you know, blah, blah, blah. But honestly, I mean, I'm an amateur at this. I really don't need to get 3,000 feet in the air with one of these things. 1,000 feet's good. And that's about what you get out of one of these machines. Anywhere from, say, 800. I pushed it at 1,000 a couple times. At least 1,000. Alright, I've actually got 2 cameras on this thing. This camera here is just a little $80 eBay camera. It's a GoPro wannabe. It works really well, and I'm going to actually start using this camera for your YouTube videos too. This other camera that I actually have facing straight down, so I can record 2 things at once. And not only get an overhead bird's eye view, but we also have a looking out at the scenery view too with this thing. So it's kind of cool, but these things can get quite expensive. You know, you just gotta watch it. Me, I'm a wheeler and dealer like a son of a bitch. You guys know that. I mean, honestly, all this stuff I have here, minus the laptop, I have less money invested in all of this than in what it would cost for a brand new version 1 Phantom. I mean, how can you beat it? Alright? These machines are about 500 bucks to buy brand new. I've got less than that, and all this crap, including all these blades, circuitry, batteries, everything, because I wheel and deal. And I've got a total of 3 machines, 2 that fly, 1 that don't. Alright, so it works out pretty well. If you guys that are interested, I mean, we can do a little test flight one of these days. You know, I can show you how they fly in comparison. Another upgrade this one's got too is I've got the taller, wider landing gear on it, which is great. And this right here is coat hangers. Alright, because these machines tend to like to tip forward and tip over. And I made these little coat hanger brackets here, and it prevents it from doing that. Alright, this machine has never tipped over since I've done that, other than the major crash in a tree. It's the first accident I've had with it. But landing these things, if you're not coming down perfectly level, I mean, the son of bitches will tip over. If you don't have prop guards on it, might as well kiss a couple of the props goodbye. Alright, plastic ones are very forgiving. They're flexible, unlike the carbon fiber props. Oh yeah, and look under here. Oh yeah, we got helicopters. Well, a scrap pile now. Yeah, we won't talk about that. Son of a bitch. Alright, so I'm going to shut up. I'm going to take this thing out for a little test flight. Everything seems to be done with it. Hopefully it will be good. I'll just have to recalibrate the compass. And there's a ton of videos on YouTube, guys, where you can learn all about these things, how they work. I actually spoke to a gentleman in California. He's like an older version of me. He owned his own body shops, retired. He's given it to his son. And he's into these Phantoms hard. He's got, I don't know, 30-something of the things. I talked to him for probably a good 15, 20 minutes. Hell of a nice guy. His name's Mike. And he's going to start hooking me up with some parts here and there, too, if I need them. So, you know, it's kind of good. I mean, granted, not all of you guys are into this, but a lot of you are. And it's one of those things, I mean, if you're responsible with these machines and you don't crash them every other time you fly them, you know, it's the initial investment and then just maintenance blades and things like that once in a while. Or you can get totally out of control with them, and you know, you could have thousands and thousands and thousands. There's Frank, guys. You haven't seen Frank in a while. Frank the Tank, he's doing good. He's out here. He's the king of the roost, boy. He is the king of the roost. But, alright, guys, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you go. Hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to be back on some bodywork stuff this week. I got a little escape just like that one, as a matter of fact, in the shop. Just a little crap here and there. Maybe we'll do a video on that one, some paint blending and whatnot. Who knows, guys? I'm working on something different every day. Usually rusty dealer junk, but hey, you got to do what pays the bills. And I know one guy, I'm not going to mention any names, you know, he was like, well, you should do this and you should do that. Perfect work. I'm not a cherry picker. I'm one of them guys, when it comes here, I turn down very little. And the only reason why I do turn down work is because I physically can't do it all alone. Can't afford to pay a guy, alright, because then you're opening up a whole new ball field. I mean, even if you get a guy in there for $400 or $500 a week, just with, you know, with a comprehensive and all that, and the insurances, I mean, that $400, $500 is turning into like $700, $800 a week. Alright, versus me working a couple extra hours a day and just doing what I can do. So, you know, you guys with the opinionated, you know, do the perfect work or else, well, you do what you get paid to do. Okay, a guy brings in a really nice car, he wants to pay the top dollar, he gets a top dollar job. You bring in rusty junk like that and you don't want to pay but a couple $100 to paint a couple panels, you get what you pay for. Alright, guys, hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back on bodywork this week. Jimmy, Daddy Tech Enterprise, he's into these things. He's seen mine. He's like, gotta get one. So he's been screwing around with his, and we've been emailing back and forth and yada, yada, yada. So if you guys do have these things, you know, you need a little bit of advice. I'm a newbie at this, guys. I've been into this less than a month, but I'm one of those people, I catch on to stuff super, super quick, especially if I'm interested in it. And, you know, I'll be willing to help you out with whatever I can do. And, again, there's tons of guys on YouTube that mess around with these things more on a professional level. They got way more money than I got to, you know, do what they want to do. I don't. I'm on a very strict budget, a lot of bills, okay? I can only do so much. If it was up to me, I'd have 20 of these things kicking around and have a, you know, part-time business at home. But I don't. Alright, I do what the wallet allows you to do, so I'm a newbie at it, but I'm very educated for only knowing about these things for a month. Alright, You guys want a free kitten? Got 2 of them. This one's a little, yeah, son of a bitch. Alright guys, we're into this thing for almost 15 minutes. It's going to take forever to upload, so y'all have a goody-goody. Later.